Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the second SIDCN Fest, the virtual event that celebrates the amazing work and impact of smalls working globally. My name is Amber Shotton, and I am the Chair of Trustees of SIDCN. I love the quote from Gina Bellman. I love those connections that make this big old world feel like a little village, and that's how I feel today. The SIDCN is a network of over 2,000 small not for profits that work in different sectors and regions of the world, but share a common vision of creating a more just, equitable, and sustainable world for all. We believe that smalls have a unique role and bring significant value, as they are often closer to the communities they serve, more responsive to their needs, and more innovative in their approach. We believe that small charities have a lot to learn from each other, that by connecting, we can work together, we can amplify our voices and influence all stakeholders. The SIDCN Fest is our annual event that showcases the work and the impact of our members and provides a platform for them to share their stories, insights, and challenges with a wider audience. The Fest is also an opportunity for us to connect, but more importantly, influence other stakeholders in the international development sector, such as funders, policymakers, academics, media, and to raise awareness and support of smalls across the world. This year, the SIDCN Fest continues to be free and take place online, ensuring our members, no matter where they are in the globe, can come together. We continue to record the day so that those that can't attend or maybe only part attend the day will be able to access via the SIDCN YouTube channel. And if you're thinking, where is this magical YouTube channel? Check out the website. We want to encourage connection, so the wonderful Claire and Julian will be helping us to have fun to network during our lunch session today. So grab your breakfast, lunch, snack, or dinner, depending wherever you are in the world, and come and connect. Well, we've been able to reach more people both within and outside the UK, and we're able to showcase more of our members as we've increased the number of sessions and speakers from last year, as well as increasing the speaker donations. The SIDCN Fest will take a variety of sessions and formats. You can expect to hear from members who are working in different themes and issues such as fundraising, education, health, climate change, as well as other organisations as well. Firstly, a big thank you to Fair Collective, who have sponsored today's headline session on shifting the power through the Partnership Bureau. The Fair Collective is a not for profit freelancing consultancy agency that donates at least 50% of its profits to small charities through pro bono support. With more than 100 associates, all charity specialists, Fair Collective can support your organisation with everything from fundraising to HR, strategic planning to website development. Fair Collective was founded by a small charity leader, especially for small charities. Today, they support charities of all sizes with day rates by income level to make sure that the support is accessible and fair to all charities, no matter their size. And another big thank you goes to the continued support from Chris Not Insurance. They have supported small charity work for many years, from our FSI days and seamlessly stepping into be SIDCN's first corporate sponsor last year. Chris Not Insurance is an independent insurance broker and they're based in Hastings, East Sussex. And since 1983, their teams have been helping businesses and individuals across the UK to find tailored cover for their specific needs. As charity insurance specialists, their team works closely with clients in order to find the right cover at the right price, so you can focus on supporting your cause. But I didn't want the event to go past without considering the current climate that we are in. I need to keep it real. Despite the global efforts to reduce extreme poverty, increase access to health and education services, and improve standards of living over the years, that progress has been uneven and slow, leaving billions of people in poverty without access to basic services and without their rights being respected. We also have faced escalating conflict and climate crises, the COVID-19 pandemic, and a trend of a growing authoritarianism and, in some cases, reversals in progress. As a consequence, the UN has cautioned that the SDGs are likely to be far from achieved by 2030. We still fail to address the global system failures that result in poverty, inequity, and exclusion, and which the UK has played a role in due to its colonial and economic history. As economic systems continue to drive resource flows from lower income to higher income countries, increasing inequality and worsening climate change and environment degradation, global decision making is dominated by wealthier countries. Insufficient resources are being mobilised for sustainable development, and rights aren't being protected and promoted. And we're still trying to shift the power slowly, often driven by high income countries, which, let's be honest, reinforces colonial power imbalances. However, I am very glad that smalls continue to do what they can do to counter this situation. And SIDCN is also trying to actively amplify the voice of our members from across the globe through our paid for spotlights, through to the new podcast, as well as holding events like this afternoon's Shift the Power workshop. We may be small, but we can play an active and ambitious role in helping to address these system failures by working equitably with our partners. I think, as Julian referenced in our most recent podcast. Thinking about the UK specifically, SIDCN is a UK-based charity with many of its members registered in the UK. But since membership changed last year, we've been more international members. We've seen more international members joining us. However, I want to draw your attention to a project that is ongoing called the Power of Smalls. It is commissioned by NCVO and funded by the National Lottery. It aims to understand what kind of support smalls want and how they prefer to access it. The project was initiated after two small charity sector infrastructure organisations, Small Charities Coalition and the FSI, closed down. Some past research has been reviewed and there is now an opportunity for further input. We had a discussion last Friday morning's call with our members and there will be more calls soon. One note is that this project is focused on UK charities only, but we appreciate the feedback from all members of SIDCN because that will support our future plans. The current review has determined 8 key areas: a trusted representative with a single-minded focus on small charities, someone for them; better funding, all roads lead back to funding, so more of it, more core funding, better applications and reporting practices, and more funders who get smalls. Support for wellbeing. We know that small charity leaders are really struggling with burnout, with compassion fatigue, with trauma and second-hand trauma, and they feel largely unsupported. Connecting and convening. So small charities want to be connected, they want to network and meet each other, but often don't have the capacity to organise this themselves. So would like someone to connect and convene them, a bit like SIDCN. Events and training, affordable, accessible and relevant to small charities. There are lots of providers out there who offer this. How do small charities find them and know if they're good quality? Voices and seats at the table. So small charities represented when important decisions are being made. Never talking about the charity sector without including the voices of smalls, influencing key decision making for the sector. Policy and advocacy, a local and national level, to ensure that small charity voices are heard. And finally, a way of finding the support they need. A lighthouse, perhaps, that's either a one-stop shop or signposts clearly, or a community notice board that shows the support available in the rich ecosystem we have that already exists. Essentially, how will small charities know about and find the support that exists for them? Please feel free to share your thoughts in the chat function, but please prefix with POS. So, future activities. We have now finalised the agreement for our multi-year grant. We achieved this through our partnership and collaboration within the UK Alliance, which brings together Bonds, Scotland's International Alliance, CARDA in Northern Ireland, Hub Cymru Africa in Wales, and Sweden in the southwest, and of course ourselves. So thank you to Bond for getting it over the line, and also for FCDO UK Aid. We hope that this will enable SIDCN to build and support our already amazing peer and voluntary network with some resource to ensure that we have more learning opportunities. So for example, getting the FSI content on YouTube, resources on the website, the Google Drive, and much more. And we also want to continue to build momentum on sharing member stories. We will be sharing a couple of very part-time roles via the Facebook group, so please keep your eye open if you are in the sector and also a freelancer and interested in our Tier 2 work. We will be looking to publish these roles over July with a view to having them in place no later than August. We have the brand new podcast. Over to Marl to talk to us about that. We continue to upload the legacy training videos from the FSI on our YouTube channel links, and they're available via the Facebook group. But also we have a section on the SIDCN website as well. We continue to develop the website and increase communication via our socials and the website and newsletter, and also obviously the Facebook community. We know that many members are accessing the Charity Excellence Framework, and also that there is greater accessing of AI. A recent Charity Excellence Framework survey highlighted that the use of AI in charities has surged, with 60% of individuals now using AI. Charities are using a wider range of AI systems, with the most popular being ChatGPT, followed by Copilot and Gemini. And only 1 in 20 is feeling well prepared when it comes to AI and accessing AI. What they want is help with integrating AI into their ways of working, managing data, and understanding what the future might look like. So we're going to be working with Ian at CEF to get a link straight from the SIDCN website. Plus, he's also showing some great resources as well. So there's a special learning video on getting the best from CEF for smalls. I think that's launched today. Courtesy of Julian, we have a Spotify playlist now. I believe this is a growing playlist, and you can drop an email to Julian if you want to add your own favourite tune. And don't forget, please do the survey at the end of the session. It should pop up automatically, but your feedback is really important so that we can make sure that future SIDCN events are fit for purpose for our members. So don't forget, there's lots of ways in which you can engage with the SIDCN, whether you are a member, a partner, or supporter. There's a place for you, and there are things that you can access. So check out the website, podcast, and all the other things that I've already referenced.